can assure you this unprovoked attack on
Sergeant Yumi's looking for reliable people to help the guard. Contact him. If you're interested, we'd all appreciate it. What?
Excuse me, this is a private... Wait. There's something familiar about you. Vasco, identify.
Scanning. Cross-referencing known employee records of our affiliated organizations. Please remain still. This appears to be the miner from Argos Extractors. Lost as we were carrying the artifact from Vectera. Current whereabouts, previously unknown.
I see. Vasco already delivered the artifact. So, why are you showing up now? I see. So some of our theories about the artifacts are correct.
You're taking their word for it? What if this person's just delusional? Breathed in too many gases in that mining operation.
Why don't we hear him out? We know next to nothing. We have everything to gain if he's telling the truth.
All right, let's hear it. So, that's what we're looking for. The pieces to an armillary. A path to the center of a multiverse.
This is either the truth, or the most elaborate practical joke I've ever witnessed.
I think we're past the point of doubting, Walter.
In any event, we'll be able to see for ourselves. We know where most of the artifacts are now, and presumably how we get them. As long as you keep the other Starborn from killing us, it's all yours. I want you to check with Vladimir on the Eye. Cross-reference what you've told us with what he's picking up on the scans. You track down the artifacts the Eye finds, while we gather the others. And we're grateful for that, Starborn. Now, let's get those artifacts.
It is. Customary to say, "Welcome home." That is not dimensionally accurate in this case.
Looks like you got a few diplomatic mission stamps in your file. Keep making the sound systems.
Yeah.
Something I can help you with?
Welcome to the Trade Authority. If, however, then I'm afraid. So, then my disclaimer doesn't apply. Please, let me... You won't find a better selection or more reasonable prices anywhere. If you need anything else, you know where to find us.
Just
Hey, give that back! Did you really think you could just walk off with that? All this stuff is legit. Promise. Happy to make a deal. You need stuff, I need credits. It all works out.
if you're looking for a tracker,
Thing about the trade business? Of course, of course. The Trade Authority appreciates your visit. The Trade Authority has access to goods and services no. It's cliche, but it's be my guest. Pleasure dealing with you. If there's something you need, no matter, you won't find a better selection or more reasonable prices anywhere. Pleasure dealing with you.
My mother wanted me to be a doctor. Problem?
Personally, I got contacts on. Take your time. You need something else? I'll be here.
Who are we kidding?
Got your ping loud as a bell. Eyes ready to let you aboard.
If it isn't the man I'm supposed to know from another side. That was some meeting to listen in on. Starborn, are you? Right. To the grit of it then. Tried crossing all the T's with the information you unloaded to Sarah and the others. I've got good news and bad. Good news is the eyes found what you're looking for. Bad news is they're not in the places you said they'd be. Here's the data. Managed to find a planet that might have one of those temples you talked about as well. Can probably find more temples if I have enough time to cross-reference. Come back when you've given the first one the thorough comb.
Starship. We're detecting... well, it's what we're not detecting that's an issue. What's powering that thing? Doing what we can to copy management.
If it isn't the man I'm supposed to know, cast yourself among the... Tried crossing all... Good news is the... Here's the data. Men can probably find...
Space. Please hold your current speed and heading while we scan you for contraband. Scan complete.
Excuse me. Excuse me. A little desperate here.
You here for commerce? Or another bored tourist? Some rules. Don't even think about no haggling. And then we won't have any problem. If you need weapons, You may be thinking this place, lots of customers. That's what I'm here for.
Yes, what?
Only place you can get a weapon in town.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I don't want to hear any complaints.
This is Freestar Collective Space. Hold while we scan your ship. That's all we need. Enjoy Neon.
What the hell's this about? Cut the act. Sniffers picked up the Aurora you're carrying the second you stepped through.
All right, get up slowly and turn around. Try to run, and we open fire. So, what was the plan, Esha? Smuggle the Aurora into Aquila City or New Atlantis?
No, I just forgot I was carrying it, so honest mistake, right? Can't we just settle this right here? I can pay the usual.
We don't make the rules. That's Administrator Bayou's job. Now, shut up and start walking.
Move it. Let's go.
Yeah, what? Yeah? Thanks. Alright, smartass. You either walked in... So, it's... Now that's what I... Yes, let's. All right, buzz off. Busy.
Sleep crates for rent.
Everyone knows this is Neo.
Look, I ain't gonna stand around here all day, right? Hello.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bad part of town, buddy. I'm gonna do you a favor. Head back to Bayou Plaza before the Disciple. We gotta look out for each other. Us crate rats used to think the Ibs... kinda weird. Well, you'll find them at Madam. So, what with the Disciple? Hey, thanks.
James Newell better watch his back. He's causing problems. No presentation causing problems in Neon.
You don't...
I used to be an action. Now,
Apply today at the nearest kiosk.
Need something? You need to move some merch. Always happy to take your money. If you find anything else, make sure you're privy to it. This better not be a waste of my... Now we're getting somewhere. Done here? Time to move on.
Best and brightest of today.
Don't be stupid! Stop! Now! UC security! I've got special orders. You coming? I've been authorized to inform you that you're being transferred to the UC Vigilance. You'll find out more when you get there. Other than that, I'm not at liberty to... Smart decision.
I'm telling you, the commander's got plans for this loser. Why else would he be going through all this trouble? I still don't understand why he trusts a criminal. Seems like too much of a risk. Stop worrying and keep an eye on our guest. I'll be right back. You just sit tight. The commander wants to have a little chat. The prisoner's ready, sir. I hope you're comfortable. We have a lot to discuss. Highly perceptive. Let me add that to your list of skills. Speaking of which, let's see what we're working with here. Says here you spent some time as a diplomat. That isn't quite what we do around here, but still, having a way with words might prove useful. I also see that you've mined on Vectera, and now you're with Constellation. You've certainly been quite busy. Oh, and look at that. Right at the bottom of this list is the criminal incident that landed you in my crosshairs. Good. You'll find that I'm a stickler for details, and I'd hate to discover that your file is incomplete. Now that we have that out of the way, let me introduce myself. My name is Commander Kibwe Ikande, and I'm in charge of this operation for UC SysDev. Are you familiar with what we do? Actually, that's something new we're trying. I figured we needed to branch out a bit, broaden our horizons. UC SysDev is a division of the UC Navy. While they handle the big picture stuff, we deal with a very particular problem. The Crimson Fleet. That convict is where you enter the picture. Are we really playing this game? The pirates, like the ones you tangled with on Vectera? Please stop pretending you have no idea what I'm talking about. No, you don't. Not yet, anyway. We've been prodding at the Crimson Fleet for years, trying to take them down one ship at a time. But we barely scratched the surface. If we can get someone on the inside, we'll have a shot at finding a loose thread we can pull to bring it all down. Not for me. For yourself. Look, I'm going to make this simple. Agree to work for UC SysDev, and together we take down the Crimson Fleet. Refuse, and I tell these guys to throw you into the nearest lockup. Might even tack on an extra few hundred credits to your fine. Of course you have a choice. It's just stacked in my favor. So, what do you say? You going to work with me, or should I find someone else? Smart choice. I'm going to have one of my men escort you to the operations center. I strongly suggest that you don't give him any trouble. And don't bother trying to leave the ship. I think you'll find all access to the docking area is fully restricted.
I've got nothing to say to you, convict. All right, let's go. So, you took the op instead of serving the time. Gonna be the commander's new mole, huh? Guts. Especially with the stories they're calling. And then slowly letting the air out of their suit. Could you imagine a worse way to go? I know I couldn't. But I wouldn't worry about it. Since the commander handpicked you, I'm guessing you can hold your breath for a really long time, right? All right, this is as far as I go. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Ikande should be waiting for you.
Pardon.
Howdy.
Ah, there you are. Excellent. Now that we've established your level of cooperation with us, I want to introduce you to your new home. This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance, SysDev's nerve center dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet. Which is precisely why we're taking a more clandestine approach. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse. Good. I have just the right place for you to start. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention. Well, it's the best we've got. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know. Eager to get going? Good. Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down. I wouldn't expect any less. Look, before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear. As an undercover operative for UC SysDev, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control. That's what I wanted to hear. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here, and good luck. Dismissed.
Hey.
All right. We don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up. While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Is that understood? You better make it, because Commander Akande cashed in all his chips to get this operation off the ground. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig. You're damn right I do. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those pirates leave behind. If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand why I'm pushing you so hard. I was hoping that you'd be inspired into thinking this is more than a punishment. It appears that I was wrong. I suppose we'll simply have to motivate you in a different way. Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return, as compensation for your efforts. Commander Akande came up with the idea. He was concerned you might not help us simply because it was the right thing to do. All right, we've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample you can use to tease the goods. We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden, and with any luck, she'll point you to the Crimson Fleet. That should do it. You're dismissed. Don't worry, the container's been registered with UC Security, so you shouldn't have any trouble. Even if you're scanned. Of course, if we find out you tried to sell it to someone outside the boundaries of this particular operation, well, I don't think I need to tell you the consequences of making that mistake. We'll be here if you need us.
Hello. Hey.
diplomatic visa?
Wish that bartender at Viewpoint would stop complaining to security. I don't know what she lost, but she won't get it back.
There's a bit more in the back if you're not seeing something on display. Hi there! Thanks for stopping in. Feel free to look around. I can take care of... Thanks for shopping at Jemison Mercantile.
It takes a strong mind and a good eye.
Evening, sir.
I know your type. Freewheeling space ace.
Thing about the trade business? Be my guest. I thought the name made it rather obvious. We are the authority on trade in the settled systems. Whether it's bulk. We have shipping lanes across the settled systems. If you need anything else, you know where to find us.
We're hiring if you're interested. That your ship that landed not too long ago?
Hey, no loitering.